Hi there, Ask Metal Max here of AskMetalMax.com, and there's one big event that I'm just super excited about. That's the biggest annual event that ever comes around every year. I'm talking about the Grammys, of course, and the categories in particular that I'm talking about is the best heavy metal and best hard rock performance nominees, and let me just give you a brief rundown of how it was all put together. Like, back in 1989, because heavy metal was so popular in the mainstream at the time that they felt like it was time to, introduce a best hard rock heavy metal Grammy category, and that was the year that was met in controversy because Metallica was supposed to be the ones that would win, but instead the awards ended up going to Jethro Tull. Go figure, Now, I like Jethro Tull a lot, I really do, but in my opinion, a band like that did not even belong in that category. But over the years, the Grammy Awards have actually improved in terms of the metal category. I mean, 3 years it went to Metallica, other years it's went to acts such as Tool, System of a Down, Soundgarden, even a non-metal act by the name of Zebrahead. But then in recent years, Slayer has actually won 2 of these Grammys, which I think is awesome, and Judas Priest actually won one last year. Well, right now, what I'm looking forward to is the nominees that they got for this year. So let's take a look at what we have here for best hard rock performance. We have "A Looking in View" by Alice in Chains, and got to admit, I think that's an awesome song. They were able to bounce back pretty good after getting a new lead singer after the untimely death of Lane Staley. God rest his soul. "Let Me Hear You Scream" by Ozzy Osbourne. And in my opinion, Ozzy should be the one that wins this Grammy because, let's face it, it's a fist-pumping anthem and it shows that he's still got it, even in his old age. "Black Rain" from Soundgarden, that's another nominee that I think would be very awesome to win. Also the first new song that Soundgarden has come out with since 1996. "Between the Lines" by Stone Temple Pilots. Now, it's a remarkable comeback tune, and I personally like it. Remember, I did a review for the blog a while back. Finally, "New Fame" from Them Crooked Vultures. I don't know all that much about those guys, except for the fact that it has Josh Homme of Queens of the Stone Age, Dave Grohl from Nirvana and the Foo Fighters, and not to mention John Paul Jones, the former bass player for Led Zeppelin. And it's pretty cool that those 3 are in a band together. So which one of these wins in the hard rock category, it'd be great if all of them could win, but there can only be one winner, and I'm going to go with my prediction of possibly having it be Ozzy Osbourne that could win the Grammy. So I'm rooting for you, Ozzy. And now let's take a look at the best metal performance, the moments you've all been waiting for. So in the best metal performance category, we have Iron Maiden with "El Dorado" from their most current new album, The Final Frontier. That's an awesome album, by the way. And of course we have "Let the Guilt Go" by Korn. I probably played a sample of that not too long ago, no doubt. We'll see. Who knows if those guys will win? They've won a lot of the Grammys in the past, but "In Your Words" by Lamb of God. They've been nominated like several times already, and they still haven't won. I think it's about time we let them win. Don't you guys think so? Then we've got Megadeth with "Sudden Death." Oddly enough, it's funny how Metallica's won a lot of these Grammys, and Dave Mustaine used to be in Metallica, but, thing is, Megadeth has been nominated 9 times, and they haven't won one single nomination yet. Not one nomination, which really kind of ticks me off in some ways. But, this is the music business for you. And last but not least, we have Slayer with "World Painted Blood." Now, these guys have actually won a Grammy Award twice in a row now. It would be great to see them win possibly 3 times in a row. But, I mean, I don't know, you know. These are all great nominees for the Best Metal Performance category here. But I think I'm going to go with my choice of possibly having Iron Maiden with El Dorado. Because, let's face it, Judas Priest won last year, so it would make sense if Iron Maiden won this year. So, anyway, that wraps up my my Grammy talk and predictions for this year. Now, personally, I like a lot of these bands on the list, don't get me wrong, but there can only be one act that can win, and my hats are going off to both Ozzy Osbourne and Iron Maiden. But any of the other bands would be great at winning too, so don't get me wrong. Anyway, I'm Metal Max, and remember, 666 is the number of the beast.